Hey guys, welcome to the February edition of the Bowhunter 24/7 Never Stop series. Unfortunately, February is just a short month. We got a ton of snow here in Wisconsin and I've been pretty busy, so it wasn't very conducive to me doing a lot of scouting. I was able to do a little bit that I'll put in at the end of the video. But with all that time inside due to the weather, I was able to come up with a modification for my hang and hunt setup that I've been kind of thinking over in my head for over a year now, just trying to come up with the right equipment to do it. So what I have here is my XOP Vanish tree stand. I use it for all of my public land hunting, hang and hunts on public and private. It's a popular stand. It's similar to the Lone Wolf Assault with the cast platform, and it's just made to be a lightweight portable tree stand. A popular modification that I see made to this stand and others like it is to use the MOLLE shoulder straps and the MOLLE waist belt like I have here. It just makes carrying all that extra weight with the stand, sticks, camera gear, sometimes my bow is back there, sometimes extra clothes, boots if I'm wearing waders into a spot. Things like that can just add up and be a lot of weight to carry in, sometimes over a mile. So the MOLLE system definitely helps to alleviate some of that stress that you put on your shoulders. Now the one downfall to it that I've always found is if you leave your stand up in the tree and you look at it from a distance, these stands themselves conceal themselves very well. They're tough to see. The thing that always catches my eye is the MOLLE shoulder straps and the waist belt. So for the last year I've been trying to come up with a way of making them easily and quietly detachable. And I think I have that. So what I found is these Sea to Summit accessory straps. They only have one piece of metal on them, and I haven't found it to make any metal noise using them in this fashion, and they're super easy to get on and off. So what I did is I cut all of the webbing and attachment straps that come on the belt off, and then using just the little loops of MOLLE webbing, I run the accessory straps through there, and then it's pretty much ready to go. So right now I have it attached to the stand like it would be when you're going in for a hunt. You'd set it down. Here, I'll even fold the stand up. So it's laying down like this, like you just got to the base of your tree. All you do, take the one strap, take the other strap. I got them cinched pretty tight, but still, that didn't take too long. And now your stand is free. You can leave this waist belt on the ground. Reattaching once you get back and you're packing out for the evening, just lay your stand back on it like it was. Take the straps and hook and cinch. Hook and cinch. So that's the modification that I made this month for my hunting setup. Now let's take a look at the scouting I did. Doesn't Curtis like take a stick in his video?
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. Now I should be able to get to this tree. Alright guys, first piece of public for the day, and it's just a little overlooked spot. It's right by a county road. It's only like 20 acres. Check this out. There's deer in here late season right now because it's a good thick little bedding area. So I'm sure they're in here in October and they just hop across the road and go eat in some cornfields. Alright guys, so this is the same little 20-acre piece of public, overlooked little spot. Check this out. Look at how tore up this is with deer sign. Bed, bed, bed. Fresh pee, poop everywhere. Another bed right there. And then, I think that's where they're bedding late season. But during the season, when maybe there's another hunter hunting out here, you got cattails. But then you got this stuff that's real stemmy, probably 8 feet tall. And all they do is from that transition area that I was just in, they hop in here Not even 10 yards. We got one bed. There's another one back there. Come over here, another 5 steps. This is a nice big long bed right here. I mean, it's definitely a doe family group, but come late October, that's what those bucks are looking for. Alright guys, second piece of public for the day, and just coming in, there's a little easement you gotta follow. We just got in, we're on the main human access trail. Check this guy out right down here. Not bad, right? Then you hop over here. There's all kinds of fresh deer signs, so they're even in here late season. Check this one out. That's what I'm looking for. Alright guys, so those big rubs that we found, we're over there on the main ridge of public land where everybody accesses. And right now we're about halfway across this big expanse of cattails, and it's just wet. The deer got trails going through it. We just found a buck bed in that patch of dogwood right there. But there was, other than that big rub, there was zero sign, fresh sign of big bucks up on that ridge, because there's people walking their dogs, pheasant hunting, rabbit hunting. So the deer are obviously just crossing there at night. There's a little sliver of public dry land back here on this other ridge, but it's just such a small sliver and there's no huntable trees on it that nobody's gonna, you know, put in the effort of crossing these cattails to get to it. Check out what we just found coming across here. Those are since this morning. That's my hand. It's almost as big as my hand. That's what we're looking for. Here's another set. Could be the same deer, could be a little bit smaller one. Alright guys, so we followed that huge set of tracks all the way up to this little ridge top. This little sliver of public that's dry land that has zero trees on it for anybody to set up in. And to our surprise, the public actually extends onto the top of the field a little bit. And the DNR was kind enough to leave this strip of standing soybeans. So I have never found a shed antler in my life. If there is a chance that I'm going to find a shed antler on public land today, this is my best chance. So we're going to comb through these soybeans quick. Alright guys, so I'm sitting in the coolest buck bed that I have ever found. So right up, so the ridge that we were on top of on that bean field, it's super steep ridge, like 100 feet elevation change going from the cattails up to the top of the ridge where the bean field is. And right now I'm about 2/3 of the way up in this patch of just thick, nasty thorns. You can see all behind me. And I just got this little cutout inside here, and there's rubs. There's rubs on the backside of those trees coming in. There's a rub over here. So somehow this buck is definitely getting in here. And check out, it's flat, and he can just lay in this whole nest, and check out his view. With a south wind, he would have the wind coming over the top of the ridge in the bean field, and you can watch that whole marsh all the way over to the other ridge where all the public access is. Alright guys, we just got on to the third property. We're maybe 200 yards from the vehicle. Coming up, there's this little strip of kind of brush going back here. Coming up, see this shrub right here. Pretty nice, right? Okay, let's keep going. A couple little ones down here. That wasn't the big one. Oh yeah, right here. Another good one. Comes up pretty high, you know, over my waist high. So over my waist, I'm gonna say at least 2-year-old buck usually. And then where did I dump my backpack here? There's rubs all the way down this strip of cover, all the way down there. More rubs, more rubs. This rub over here by my backpack. So for you guys that are all about the height of the rub rather than the width of the tree, this rub right here, that's the top, okay? It actually peeled down to here, so I'm gonna say the deer's tines were hitting in this area. Come straight across. That's right at the nips, right at the nipples. And then he was still doing work on some bigger trees down here. We're gonna keep moving. Mammoth rub on old cedar tree. Well, there's two little, we're on our last piece of public. There's two little secluded crop fields tucked back in the corner of it. And we were just making our way to them, and the fields are kind of up on a ridge, so you can see the snow on them from a ways away. I just looked through a gap in the trees and there was a deer up on it already, so we're gonna try to sneak up there on them. That patch up there. What does it say? February 10th? Yeah. Yep. February 10th. I'd say I put on 4 to 5 miles today with the old man. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys at the end of March.